to Cheddar. It is Monday, August 15th. I'm Christine Schiller. Joining me today, as always, is
John Steinberg. Good to be here.
Good to have
you. For those
you.
of you watching for the first time, Cheddar is a live business, technology, and media show from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ market site where our colleague Krisha is, and a jam-packed show today. We're going to be talking about SpaceX, Shopify, Apple.
Upworthy.
Upworthy is on. All the Upworthy visitors are here as well, too.
Yep.
Finder.
Trevor Price.
From Finder. What does Finder do?
Finder helps you find essentially sort of good deals, but save money, too. So we have the money expert coming on to help you find ways to save money.
And then we also have the gift card company.
Yes, we have the gift card company as well, and the gift card company is called Raise. It is a marketplace for gift cards. They're going to be our first guest today. Busy morning of news after a busy, hot weekend in New York City. Peter back in the control room as always. All right, let's get to the news. Elon Musk's SpaceX has completed yet another successful launch. Okay, look at all these winners right behind us. They are the winners of Shopify's Build a Business Challenge, fresh from ringing the opening bell. Hello, everyone. How many winners do we got behind us, Harley?
5 winners, 5 different companies, 5 entrepreneurs, and they've just done an amazing job. We're so happy to have them here today.
Okay, Harley Finkelstein, the COO of Shopify. Tell us exactly what the challenge is.
And why did you guys have a snowboard when you rang the opening bell?
Okay, so a couple things. So yes, we rang the opening bell last year, May 2015, when Shopify went
Mikey,
public.
come around and just hold this for me, okay?
And what's really cool is, as you know, companies, when they come to ring the bell, they like to bring a gift.
Yes.
And our roots as a company is actually a snowboard business. We were trying to sell snowboards on the internet. And we had trouble finding software to sell these snowboards, so we wrote our own piece of software.
That's how Shopify started.
That's how Shopify started. And we realized very quickly that selling snowboards is a good idea. Maybe selling software behind the snowboard business might be a great idea. And we've now helped more than 300,000 stores sell products on the internet. And so the competition is something that started about 6 years ago. And one of the things we thought about was, even though we make it easy for people to start businesses, there's still a connotation that it's either expensive or complicated to start a business.
Sure.
So we have to create something that sort of gives a proverbial kick in the butt to get people to start businesses.
Yes.
And we do that by this incredible entrepreneurial experience. And so this year we had more than 10,000 contestants that joined the competition, and they started brand new, one rule of the competition, start a brand new business on Shopify, and the stores with the highest sales gets to win this entrepreneurial experience of a lifetime.
So before we get to all the entrepreneurs, let me ask you some Shopify questions, okay? If I'm looking at this right, you guys have had a hell of a quarter. Your revenue went year over year from $44 million to $86 million. Is that right?
That's right.
And then the number of merchants hit 300,000, up from...
I think it was up from 275,000.
So the business has inflected, the stock's up over 50% year to date. What's going on? Why has the business inflected like this?
I mean, from the public markets, I think people are now beginning to understand what our company does. I think the investors are starting to understand what we're doing here. What we're trying to do is we're trying to make commerce better for everyone.
Yeah.
And those 300,000 merchants, some of those companies are big companies, but most of them are first-time entrepreneurs that are for the first time ever starting a business, and we're just enabling that.
But did something happen in the economy, you think, over the past year?
I mean, I think entrepreneurship is now something that people are really interested in. You know, if this is the 80s, people wanted to be, skateboarders or rock stars. In the 90s, people wanted to be DJs. And I think today, being an entrepreneur is something that is really cool and something that is kind of better than working at some big corporate job that you hate your whole life.
Yes.
And so that's what we've enabled here.
Yep, stocks at a record high. Just raised your guidance for the full year as well. I want to hear about all these people standing behind us.
Where do we start with the gang?
I mean, you guys start, so just to set the stage right for them. So these companies 12 months ago did not exist.
Okay.
And today they have built $1 million businesses. Now we take very little credit for any of their success. Shopify simply enabled it. It is them that actually have built these amazing things. And why don't we start with Best Self?
Okay, where's our stick, Mike?
Okay, come on.
We're going to go
Mikey,
through winner by winner.
Please. Stop playing with your phone, please, Michael. Okay, all right, go ahead.
So Best Self is
down.
a self-improvement company.
Yep.
And our flagship product is the Self Journal.
The Self Journal.
Correct.
Okay, talk to us a little bit more about
So
that.
the Self Journal is a 3-month day planner that helps entrepreneurs and anyone trying to better their life set a 3-month goal and work their way backwards so they know what they have to do every day to get there.
How do you sell that on Shopify? That sounds like an app that you would sell in the App Store.
No, this is a physical product. It's a day planner. We actually went back to paper and pen.
Wow, that's
Yes.
That is.
Amazing, right? Paper
Right?
and pen.
Whoa, that's
Why? Because people are more likely to do it if they actually write it down?
Exactly.
John, you still have that
There's
cheddar
science
note?
behind
that
that?
yellow
There
note?
is.
I take
We
notes,
actually did a bunch
Kristen.
of
I mean,
research. There's a lot of psychology work that goes into that. And when you actually put pen to paper,
course.
there's something inside your subconscious that unlocks that.
Do you have one of them here?
I do not.
You should have brought a bunch of them.
I should
We
have.
will
I
send
need
you.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing
Also,
in
I
sales?
have one of my Mikey. Come over here for a second, Mikey. Okay.
What are you doing in sales?
In sales, we do about 150,000 a month.
All right,
Okay,
so
so-
this is my intern, Mikey, okay? He's very, very smart, okay? And he does an exceptional job for us. But he sometimes forgets to do things because he's one of these digital kids, right? I think that for him, a good entrepreneur's notebook, are you up for trying that?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's do it.
Okay, so
I'll
you'll
put
get
one in
him
your
one.
hands.
I'd like to see how Mikey does on that. You're up for that?
Yeah.
Okay, go back to your area.
Don't forget to keep chewing gum on camera.
I know.
We
Okay,
really pick on Mikey
all right,
here,
who's
don't we?
next? Who's next? Look,
Who's
what
next?
I've done,
John, why don't you-
what I've done for Mikey, you can't even imagine.
yeah.
You can't even imagine what I've
He
done
owes
for
you.
Mikey. Okay,
This
the
is
next
John.
team.
Okay, John.
Hi there.
John, hold the mic up. Okay.
I'm John Waddell. This is Emily Wilford. We're with Happy Trunk Apparel.
Happy Trunk?
Happy Trunk.
Okay.
Elephants.
Okay.
We founded this after a trip to Thailand, and we visited the Elephant Nature Park there and had a just surreal, life-changing experience. So we wanted to make a business that not only supported ourselves, but actually could give back.
So what does it do?
So what we do is we sell jewelry, apparel, really fun, affordable stuff for women.
Very impressive. So now my question is too, as part of this competition, don't you have to raise or sell a certain amount of products, a certain amount of sales in a given amount of time?
Yeah,
What is
so
that?
in their category, they had the highest sales of any contestant that joined the competition, which
What
is a big deal.
What are the constraints on that, the stipulations?
So there's only one rule of the competition. You have to build a brand new business, and then we just look at each category, each vertical of products, who has the most sales, and those become the winners.
Okay.
I think we should have made each of the winners bring some of their products.
So so what we're doing is this is an entire week. This is just day one. So
Okay.
after this, we're taking a helicopter to the Great Gatsby Mansion to spend a week. Today we have Tony Robbins and Russell Simmons. Tomorrow we have Damon John, Tim Ferriss, Marie Forleo. We have A-Track coming to DJ for us. But it's
Wow.
a full week of this incredible entrepreneurial experience of a lifetime, starting with ringing the bell here this morning.
Very cool. What's the
Wow.
biggest takeaway
All right,
from
let's-
the competition?
The fact that we're just two really small town kids, 20,000 people, middle of Canada, skiing, snowboarding town, and here we are in the New York Stock Exchange. So Shopify's enabled us to do this, and really anybody can.
Very cool.
I think I've been to that elephant refugee, whatever. It's amazing. It's the coolest place in the world.
It's about the winners today.
I know,
not
no,
about
but
the
it's
theater,
really
okay?
like transformational. It's
You're
really
gonna
cool
get
that they did
Peter's
that.
having a baby tomorrow. You're going to get plenty of attention over the next few days, okay? Who's the next winner?
Who's next here?
Who's next? All right, come on
up
up
here.
Yeah, you've been waiting. You've been eager to get on.
Yeah, it's
Oh, this guy.
Oh,
finally-
he's got
Yeah,
products! He's got
finally,
products!
you got products. Oh, thank God. Okay, talk into the mic.
Oh,
Talk
into the mic. Into the mic. So this is a Damascus ring. This is forged carbon fiber. Forged carbon fiber was
I love this.
developed by. Oh, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit.
No, hold
I'm
on.
so sorry.
Hold
you know
on.
what?
Hold on.
We got dozens of them.
Oh,
Oh,
this guy.
Wait, what is
this guy, this
Hustler, what a
is
hustler.
the Shopify winner here.
I know a guy. You know what I mean?
What is this?
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
so
God.
many. Okay, wait.
He's
have
like the
any of them?
ringmaster, this guy.
Maybe not the 18 karat gold. Leave that. Oh, she likes the 18.
All right, hold on. So
There we
tell
go.
us about
What
your
is it?
company. Tell
Okay,
us about your company.
The rings are made in America. We developed Lamborghini. It's a little light that charge. Some of the rings glow on the inside. They're glow rings. Some are Damascus. They're all handmade, hand finished. The process was developed by Lamborghini.
By who?
Lamborghini developed it.
Famous magician?
Yeah, no. He's they do the big cars, the race
Oh,
cars.
Lamborghini. I thought you said Lamborghini,
I got it.
and I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
a famous magician.
It sounds like a magician.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, and then so I developed a process, kind of figured out, basically out of forged carbon fiber, made rings out of it. And we wanted to do something that was meaningful. So the forged carbon fiber, typically carbon fiber is like flat. This stuff is three-dimensional, kind of like life. It's marbled, complicated. And the Damascus steel, forged in America.
What is this?
Layers. That's a wooden box that we made.
Rings.
With the rings in it.
You can buy that on Shopify
Yeah.
too.
It just comes with a ring, you know.
Okay.
We give
What
it
are
to
you?
'em.
What are you doing in revenue now?
We're just about to hit 2 million,
What?
this year. Yeah, I
You
know,
started
right?
this 12 months ago. You're doing 2 million in
When'd
ring
you start the
revenue.
company?
Huh?
When'd you start?
When do we start? July. Well, yeah, July of last year. So
Wow,
a little
right?
longer.
This guy's like
Impressive.
the Warby-
Here's what's interesting.
He's like
Yeah.
the Warby
You
Parker
know,
of
you
rings.
talk
This
about
guy.
the idea of the
Uh-huh.
American dream, right? I think this is the new American dream. You have an
Right.
idea, you conceptualize it at your kitchen table or in your basement, and then you go ahead and you start a store on Shopify, and you built this $1 million business, and it's democratizing.
Is
It's
this for a
amazing.
baby?
Yes.
Is this one for a baby?
This is for maybe a pinky ring for a woman. I don't know. It's like a size 4. Oh, and it fits.
I do have tiny
You guys are
pinkies.
engaged
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. In more ways than you can imagine. We're like tied at the hip. Okay. All right. This is great.
Okay.
All right.
We got more.
Okay.
We
Let's
got more.
keep going. Let's keep
So
going.
many winners to
Okay,
get
here
through.
we go.
How much does a ring cost? How much does a ring cost?
So right now some are on sale for 150. Typically it's 210. The Damascus steels are more money. They're about $350 to $450.
Okay,
Okay.
so
All right, let's keep
good
going.
present.
But for you today, free.
Keep going. Who do we
Yeah,
got?
maybe with the Cheddar promo
Yeah,
code, we can
right.
get some of these businesses.
So this is a really
working
cool
with Cheddar
story.
promo.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello. I do want to start this one then. So we launched in October last year, and we were selling them Swagway hoverboards that everyone was talking about, the ones that were blowing up supposedly.
Talking to the mic.
Oh, sorry. So we found the product, and it was massive demand. So we sourced a supply from China, and we turned it into a brand, iSwagway. It's basically the two-wheel hoverboards. I'm sure you're familiar with them, right?
Of course.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
That's what we sell essentially. The company's called iSwagway. You need help taking that
It's
off?
like a
I got a
Segway.
big problem.
I'll take it off for you.
I'll get it off.
Uh-oh.
Are you sure?
Lotion to
I'll get it
the
off.
ring off.
Keep going though.
Sorry. So that's pretty much our company, hoverboards.
Yeah.
We sell to the UK market. We've just expanded to the European market, and we are one of the winners of the Shopify competition.
How much does one of your iSegways cost?
It starts at £299 up to £500.
And they do not burst into flames.
They do not burst
Okay.
into flames.
Okay. That's a huge.
Pretty amazing competitive advantage, right?
That's a huge
Right, exactly.
advantage.
They do not burst into flames. They are safe to use.
You sell
Pretty
in the
great.
US at all?
No, we can't because there's a law which prohibits us from selling these boards due to the lithium-ion batteries. So all airlines have banned them. So we can only sell within the UK region, which means the European market, which we're selling into
I got it,
by
I got it,
road.
I got it.
Just got into just now.
Has Brexit affected sales or your business at all?
Not at all. We've not felt the effect one bit.
Okay, let's keep going. This is the
Okay,
longest
okay,
segment
okay.
ever, but we're having fun.
We got one more.
How many more winners?
We got one more.
Okay, all right.
This is a really cool story.
Okay, we're ready.
Yeah.
We're ready.
So,
Oh, he brought product too.
All right, fill us in.
Well, actually, this product is really show them.
all right, so this is Nora.
Nora.
This is the solution to snoring. You're welcome, we solved it. So
Okay.
what you do is you put Nora on the nightstand.
Okay.
And we listen for early sounds of snoring. Before it gets loud enough to wake up the sleeping partner, we create a very gentle motion in the pillow. You probably experienced a small nudge does the job, but we've managed to optimize it so that it doesn't.
How does it nudge the pillow?
Yeah.
So we have an inflatable piece that goes under any pillow. You keep your favorite one. No need to change it.
Is this on right now?
Right now we can turn it on.
Turn it
yes.
on. Let's try it.
So you just put it on a table.
Okay, ready?
Do a press.
Okay, so hold on. Does it show? Is it
And
blinking?
you
means
will
it
have to have
detected?
the rest of the system.
But does that mean it detected it, the flashing?
Yes.
And then
So-
what happens? I don't get it.
It-
And then an
it-
inflatable.
Then it just shocks the crap out of you.
Yeah. What?
The opposite, right? So
Okay.
the idea is, how do you stop snoring without waking up the snorer? So what we do is we create a very gentle motion. What it does is it stimulates the throat muscles that should be keeping your.
In the pillow.
So we create a small motion in the pillow.
Yes.
It gently moves your head.
Yep.
That stimulates these muscles, and your breathing goes back to normal. Your airway that has collapsed, and that's why you snore.
Is that
goes back to normal.
a way to treat sleep apnea?
Apnea.
We don't. We are a non-medical solution. Apnea is a serious problem, so we don't go close to it right now. So snoring is a big market, and we are changing lives and saving marriages.
Okay, so you can just pack this in your bag wherever you go, but do you need a synced up pillow to make it work? How does it connect to the pillow?
So it all comes, as you see in the picture, it all comes in this really nice and small kind of felt bag. The whole system gets packed up. You will see it in a second there, actually. So it's definitely portable, battery operated.
Just gotta take the pillow with
this was a very cool segment that we did today. And by the way, kudos to our team back in the control room. You guys did like 5 shots there. I know you guys think that I'm a huge jerk, but I appreciate that today.
Oh, that's sweet. That's kind.
No, they think I'm a huge jerk, not you guys.
I know. They think you are. Why do they think that?
Because I'm always sending emails about why things are broken or this.
Okay,
or that.
so now you're saying you guys did a great job.
I gotta give. It's
That's
a little bit of the yin and the yang.
Before we go, tell them why you started it, how the whole thing happened, because it's a bit of a family story here.
So it started as a solution to a personal problem, snoring. Ali, the inventor, is our dad. Me and my brother are also co-founders
Where's your brother?
of the business.
Oh, you want to come over and say hi?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Hello. Ali, being the serial inventor and engineer that he is, basically the next day he had the first prototype. We joined forces, made it into something that's appealing and it's attractive to use. And now, a year later, we are here.
Awesome.
Okay, Nora,
Judy,
if you ever need it.
Judy, come over, Judy. Judy, this is
Judy
the
with
best.
the snowboard.
Judy, this is the best bell ring we've ever done.
Wow, the best ever.
No, this is
That's
very
pretty good. We
exciting.
really
This is the
set the
best
bar
we've ever
high.
had.
That's cool.
I lost my voice. Sorry.
But this is so interesting. All these companies,
Yes.
this is one of the best.
Yes.
And I have
thought-
300,000 more stories like this.
Wait,
It's pretty
so
amazing.
Bring them if they have a.
That is
bring them.
amazing.
Bring them to
Wait,
us.
so we had a
What,
viewer
Peter?
question. How is Shopify different than Etsy?
So Etsy's a marketplace. Etsy's where you go
It's
to put your products in
software.
Etsy. This is your own store. It's your own business. You run it yourself.
Got it.
That's the big difference.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Harley
Thank you.
Finkelstein
Okay,
with
Judy, how'd you lose your
COO
voice?